Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's event. Very happy to have you here as we're going to be talking about goal setting in 2025, how to get everything you're looking for in the new year. Very excited to have you all here and we want to be learning a little bit more about what you're looking to do. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and have you all let us know in the chat box, specifically, number one, where are you coming from? And number two, what are your big goals for 2025? Many of you who have attended to or registered to attend this event probably feeling frustrated, probably feeling somewhat discouraged that you keep trying to set these goals, you keep trying to reach them, and yet nothing seems to stick. Well, the good news is today, Paul and Joan are going to be talking more about not only how you can reach those goals, but the proven success framework they have used to get what they're looking for out of life. So we'll get started here in about 60 seconds. As I said before, again, in the chat box, let us know, number one, where you're coming from. And number two, specifically, what are the big goals you are looking to do this year? So that being said, I want to see, get Paul and Joan live here. Paul and Joan, very excited to see how we're doing today. How are we doing?
Thank you, Thomas, for the warm introduction. Happy New Year and welcome to our transformational masterclass, How to Get What You Want in 2025. Many of you have joined us here today because you want to achieve more, maybe bigger goal this year. Our presentation today will help you do just that. So I encourage you to keep an open mind as we go through this presentation today. Before we continue, let me introduce to you my wife and business partner, Joan, so she can say a few words.
Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you, Paul. Welcome, everyone. We're excited you could join us today for this transformational masterclass. I am Joan, and I'm always excited to meet people who want to do better in life. They want to change their lives for the better. What a better time to start than at the beginning of a new year. So you are in great hands today with Paul and I. I'm going to let Paul get us started, and I will join back in just a few. So, Paul, take it on.
Thank you. Thank you, Joan. Is this for you? Is this you? Is a question I ask you. Based on the screen we have on there. How many of you feel like you're working hard, but you're not seeing the results that you want? Have you ever felt like there's something holding you back, but you can't just put your finger on it? Or maybe you're doing well, you're doing fine, but deep down you know that you're capable of so much more. Does that sound familiar? If you said yes to any of these statements, you're in the right place. Today's presentation will help you get what you want this year. Let me start by, I want to talk about what you're going to learn today. But let me start by stating that you can achieve whatever big or ambitious dreams and goals that you want this year if you're willing to dedicate time and effort to make it happen. You can make it happen, but you need to do things differently. This is going to involve some changes, folks. It's going to involve some shifts. What we're going to share with you today is going to get you on that path to making this year a very successful day for you. Now, what are you going to learn today? We want to talk about shifts you need to make to get you what you want. We're going to talk about how to align your goals with actions that work. We'll talk about key steps you must take to get what you want this year. Folks, to get different results, you must make changes. You must do things differently. You know, I think we've often heard the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing, expecting a different result. It's not going to happen. And I don't think that's the case for you because you're joining us today.
Yeah.
And with the ideas we'll show you today, it's going to help you change things for the better. Our big promise to you today is that we're going to share with you proven steps to get what you want in 2025. We believe in seeing results, folks. Real transformation. We're not here to just give you empty motivation. No, that's not what we do. We're going to share with you practical, proven steps that have worked for millions of people, including us. They can work for you too.
Absolutely.
We're going to share real stories, real results, practical, actionable strategies, no fluff. Now, let me bring back Joan so she can then say a few things about us. Over to you, Joan.
All right. Thank you, Paul. What a great start. So, Paul and Joan, who are we? We are transformation experts. What does that mean to you? We help you define what success means to you, and we guide you to achieve it. We are all about enlightening, empowering, and inspiring individuals and business owners to bring out the greatness in them. We believe that the universe is abundant and everyone can be successful and deserves to be successful. So we have been working with individuals, with coaches for several years now, and we are so excited you could join us today. We have been in the home care industry for close to 23 years now. We own and operate several home care agencies, and we are also innovators, I can say, right? We are innovators. We've created, I'm going to share with you in just a little bit here on the screen. We've created a powerful tool, which is unique. It's a manifestation puzzle that can help you achieve or realize your goals with less effort. Think about that. We have also received several accolades from our governor, from the industry. I happen to be an author, an international best-selling author of Money Locates You, which I'm really proud of. It's in the Forbes Business Council library right now. And I'm also a Forbes Business Council member and a thought leader.
Copy of Joan's book right here, folks.
Thank you for sharing that. As a thought leader for the Forbes Business Council, I write articles for them. You can check them out on Forbes.com. So this is what I was talking about, folks. This is who we are. Okay, I'm not going to waste too much time on that, but I just wanted you guys to know who who is talking to you today. So Paul, let's get into the meat of what we are doing today.
Thank you, Joan. Does it sound familiar? The picture on the screen there, folks. Before we dive into the success steps that will help you get what you want in 2025, I'd like for you to reflect on the following. Do you wake up every day feeling like you're meant for more, yet find yourself stuck in the same routine? Do you secretly know your potential is being wasted, but fear you don't have the right plan to change it? Can you go an entire day without feeling the shadow of unfulfilled dreams looming over you? Do you feel the sting of regret when you see others achieving goals that you've put on hold? Does the fear of taking a step forward towards your goals paralyze you and keep you in the same place? You feel like in a hamster wheel, not making much progress? Do you wake up at night, in the middle of the night, worrying that the time is slipping away? Time is slipping away from your life without you making your mark in your life, in your family's life, or in community? Are you worried that you'll never get what you want out of life? Do you find yourself questioning if the life you've dreamed of is simply too far out of reach? Is that you? If any of this sounds like you, we have good news for you. But before we share the good news, let's talk about why most people don't get what they want. Folks, the statistics out there that 92% of people don't achieve their goals. That's a huge number, 92%. Let's talk about some of the biggest misconceptions folks have about success. Some people think that success is about luck or talent. Some people believe that success is only for a select few. It's not for them. Some people believe you must have money to make money. Many people have certain bad habits that drive away success. Indecision being a big one. You have to marry into success is another belief that some folks have. What do you think? What do you think? The truth, folks, is that success is about knowing the success principles and strategies accompanied by taking the required action to make your dreams come true. Think of someone who seems lucky. Chances are they don't only know these principles we're going to talk about here. They have been implementing these principles in their lives all along. The practices, these shifts we're going to talk about, folks, because that's how success happens. It's not magical. It's not luck. It's following principles. Imagine this. Now, I want you to just picture vividly in your mind. If you could, you just join me, just close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself at the end of 2025. You've achieved all the biggest goals that you had. You've achieved them. What does that look like? What does it look like for you? Now open your eyes. What picture of success did you come up with? Was it that dream job? That promotion you've been eyeing for a long time? Is it buying your very first home? Going on that all-expense fantastic vacation? Starting your own business? What is it for you? Hold that vision, because today we're going to make it real for you. We're going to put legs underneath those dreams for you. So, and show you the possibilities, how you can make it come into reality for you. That's what we're going to do today. So again, I encourage you to keep an open mind as we go through the steps in our presentation today. Let me bring back Joan to share the good news. Remember, I talked about some good news, right? Let me have Joan share that with us.
Awesome. Wow. I don't know if you could relate to what Paul just shared there, but I am glad to be the bearer of this good news, which is the big promise Paul mentioned earlier, the proven steps to help you get what you want in 2025. We'll share real stories, like he said, results, because we do not believe in fluff. We go to the point. Actionable strategy. So when you leave here today, you have a game plan. All right. So let's get started. I know the title of this masterclass is How to Get What You Want in 2025. So with how come steps, right? So we're going to start with step 1. You need to build a winning identity. This may sound strange, but that is fundamental for your success. You have to redefine your identity. Everything starts with who you believe you are. If you don't see yourself as capable of achieving those dreams and goals that you probably outlined at the end of the year or maybe at the beginning of this year, you won't be able to achieve them. So we're going to start by building a winning identity. Okay? If I were to ask you, who are you? Chances are you will tell me your name. You may say Thomas, Paul, Jackie, or whoever. But that's not you. That's not the real you. That's just a name your parents gave you at birth. Or maybe they changed your name at some point. That's just your name. There's a real you behind that name, and that is your identity. Think of a tree. Just think of a tree. Think of yourself as that tree. Your identity is the root system. If the roots aren't strong and healthy, that tree won't grow. So it's the same thing with your identity. If you have the wrong identity, you as an individual, you will not progress. You will not be able to achieve what it is that you want to achieve. So until you understand your real identity, your goals may remain out of reach. For some of us, our true identity is deep in our spiritual DNA. Do you know what your true identity is? Have you accepted the identity that circumstances have sort of imposed on you? Think about that. So what labels do you currently use to describe yourself? You may say, okay, I'm Joan, like I said earlier, that's just your name. Are these labels or descriptions, are they empowering or limiting? Do you see yourself as a go-getter or a quitter? Do you see yourself as an achiever or a failure? Do you see yourself as a victor or a victim? Do you see yourself as resilient or defeated? Do you see yourself as confident or insecure? How you see yourself will determine your success. In fact, research in psychology has proven that your self-image plays a pivotal role in determining your success. So it's not just about talent or luck, like Paul mentioned earlier, or circumstances. No, it starts with this foundation, your identity. Many people believe that one's identity is fixed. That's not the case. Let me share with you my story, from my upbringing. Growing up, the image I had about myself was not empowering at all. I tied success to having financial means and perceived others who had the financial means that I didn't have as being more successful. So that was my identity. In fact, I would skip school events because I didn't want to feel out of place, right? Because I felt like others were going to be better dressed than I was, or, things like that. But again, as I grew up, I realized that my true identity was not tied to my circumstances. And I started shifting my identity and embracing a new identity. So what happened? Here I am today. Things have changed. I feel very confident. I am, doing so much more, achieved so much more. So just to make the point that one's identity is not fixed, it's not tied to your circumstances, it can be changed. And it's our hope that if you identified with any of the less empowering definitions of your identity I mentioned earlier, you can also change, okay? Imagine for a moment that you've stepped into a new version of yourself. You've adopted a new identity, one that you are proud of. You do not see any limitations. So many things can begin to happen. And folks, this is not just a fantasy. It is a beginning of your identity transformation. I want you to take a look at the image on the screen here. This is, this is a cat seeing itself in a reflection as a lion. Seeing itself as a lion means it can accomplish so much more than a cat can. Mm-hmm. It can do what the lion can do. Can you imagine? So it's important to see yourself differently. Your identity will create your success or your failure. You have the power to choose who you want to become. So identity is a choice. I just shared with you about my childhood identity. Fast forward a few decades later, I am here, co-owner of so many different companies, doing so much more, an author. So you can choose your identity. Don't let what you hear out there about luck or talent deceive you. No. Today you are on the cusp of your own identity shift. You can make it happen too. So let's move on to step number 2. Following right along your identity is your mindset, to shift your mindset. I know many people, when they hear mindset, it's like cliche, it's like overdone. No. Mindset is pivotal to your success. In fact, it has been said that your success is 95% mindset and only 5% strategy. Think about that. So it's very, very important. That is what research has said. Okay. So while strategy lays the groundwork, the foundation, so to say, the groundwork, your mindset is what is going to propel you, is what is going to push you forward, especially when things get tough. And they're going to get tough. They're going to get challenging at some point. It's your mindset that is going to help you push through those challenges to your finish line. Okay. So let's bust some of those myths right now about mindset. Success starts in your mind, not your circumstances.
That's right.
Okay, it starts in your mind. Think about this. Imagine your mindset as an operating system. Almost everyone in the world now has some form of operating system, be it your laptop, your iPad, your cell phone, all of those run on an operating system. That is your mindset. If the operating system is corrupt, there's a bug, it's been hacked or something, that device will not function correctly. Right. Same thing with your mindset. If you don't have the right mindset, you as an individual will not be able to function correctly. You'll not be able to make the right decisions, the right choices. Okay, so it's very, very important. Now, this step is very crucial. Your mindset. The mindset comes from your belief system. We're not going to go into all of that. If you want to know more about your belief system, I suggest you check my book, Money Locates You. I have a whole chapter dedicated on that. But just to let you know that your belief system, which creates that mindset, operates in the background like the operating system. You don't know that it's working. Once you push that power button on, it starts going on. Okay, so you have to make sure that you have the right belief system. And how do you develop the right belief system? By using affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that you make to yourself that they're gonna help you erase. You're kind of gonna have to unlearn all those beliefs, those belief systems that are limiting, learn new ones with positive affirmations, okay? And this will help you with repetition. You're eventually going to replace those negative beliefs with empowering beliefs that are going to help you achieve what it is that you want this year and beyond. So, moving right along to step number 3, you've adopted a new identity. You've shifted your mindset. But guess what? That's not enough. Doing those 2 steps are not enough. Those 2 steps alone will not help you make your dreams come true. They will not. You have to adopt, you have to accept and, use a goal system. You have to set goals. You have to set goals. How do you set goals? You can set goals by writing them down on your iPad or whatever on your phone. That's fine. But without a solid goal achievement system, and I repeat, achievement system, and I'm emphasizing achievement, I will talk about that in the next slide here, you will not be able to get far, okay? You may have them just as wishful thinking. Research has shown that 92% of people who set goals, I think Paul mentioned this earlier, do not achieve them.
That's right.
That's a humongous number. That's huge. And in fact, they've also said 80% of people who set goals abandon them by the beginning of March. Think about it. We're in January. So in barely 2 months, all those resolutions and goals have been forgotten. That's sad. That is sad. But because you're with us today, that is not going to be your case. You're not going to be part of that statistics, okay? You're going to have a goal achievement framework, which will make sure that you stick to it and you accomplish your goals. So welcome to the Smarter Way Goal Achievement process. I think I mentioned this earlier when I talked about some of our achievements.
Yes.
We're so proud of this one. It's now a registered trademark with the US Patent and Trade Office, right? So what is the Smarter Way? Some of you may already know about SMART. It's the foundation of the Smarter Way. SMART is a great goal setting framework, but we're talking about achievement here. So we added the A, which is alignment, to help you achieve your goals. You can set those goals, you can set SMART goals, but if you're not aligned, if your goals are not aligned with your emotions, with who you are spiritually, you're going to struggle. You may achieve them, but you're going to struggle. Who wants to struggle to achieve the goals when you have the opportunity or you have the option to achieve your goals with less effort? That is where the A comes in. The A is for alignment, where your goals become aligned. You align emotionally with your goals, and it makes it easier for you to achieve them. Why is that? It's because you become a conduit for the manifestation of that goal. Folks, we're not going to dwell into that here because it can take the entire masterclass to explain that to you. But just believe that alignment helps you to manifest that goal, to achieve that goal, that dream with less effort. Let me share the story of a previous client that we had. His name is Christos, a young man who lost his job. At the beginning of the year, he lost his job. Head of the household, 3 young children. He was really distraught. But when we started working with him, we guided him to create his Smarter Way goal achievement process. He set a specific goal. It was measurable. It was achievable. It was relatable. It was time-bound. He specified that he wanted to have his dream job by March 31st of that year. And then we guided him to make it aligned. And when he started doing that, guess what? Before the end of that deadline that he gave himself, a company that he had not even approached reached out to him and offered him his dream job with all the boxes checked. The income that he was looking for, the remote work that he was looking for, all the benefits he was looking for, he had it. Okay, so that is the power of the smarter way goal setting process. Now, let's talk about step number 4. You could have the mind, the right identity, the right mindset. You've set your goal, but guess what? Without action, nothing happens. Nothing happens. You are just you are just gonna be spinning wheels, like Paul talked about. You're gonna remain in that hamster wheel.
Wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking. No matter how great or clearly defined your goal is, if you're not able to put the time to act on it, your goals will remain unrealized. Forget about taking action now. How about taking inspired action? That is the power of the A. That alignment will help you take inspired action. We're so passionate about this, folks, because when we got a wind of this and understood the power of alignment, things happened to, for us like magic. We started to see different trajectories in our businesses and, so many things, personal lives.
It seemed effortless.
It was effortless, in fact. Okay, it was effortless. The big difference here, we're taking inspired action, or we're taking action.
And Joan, I want to just add also, folks, what does inspired action mean? It means action from without. It means inspiration from without. It means that it's coming into, you're getting it, inspired.
Yes.
Something is getting you, making it come out of you.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So inspired.
Yes.
You're wired up, you that type of thing, like you're stoking,
yes,
that type of thing. I just want to mention that.
Thank you, because motivation comes from the external, but inspiration, the inspired action, comes from inside of you. Correct. Which is when you are aligned to your goal. Okay, so the big difference, I want to emphasize the big difference between motion and momentum. Okay, when you plan, you've worked on your identity, you've worked on your mindset, you've set those goals. All those are planning, researching, and preparing. That's motion. But momentum happens when you step on the gas. You take that first step. When things start rolling, that's when you see things happening. Let me think of an example for you to break it down. Think of a realtor. Okay, they may create beautiful flyers, they may create door hangers, marketing and all of that. But until they start hitting the pavement, going to those homes, putting on those door hangers, or making those calls, sometimes cold calling people, nothing happens. So you have to take that first step for things to happen. You have to take action for that to happen. Okay. It takes the first step, like I was just saying. You have to step forward, build that confidence that you've started from your identity, your mindset, and just go ahead and do it. Okay. Studies have shown that only 20% of people who set goals actually take consistent action to realize them. That shouldn't be your case. For us, it's God. For some people, it's the universe or a higher power. God is actually waiting on you to take the first step. Think about that. When you take that first step, things will start unfolding. Things will start lining up for you so that you can achieve your goal. So you must take the first step. When I thought of writing my book, that was an inspiration, by the way. I had to sit down and come up with the table of contents. I had to start writing my first paragraph. Without that, nothing would have happened. Okay, so you have to take that first step. Momentum is what starts you in the right direction. It's taking that first step. The question is, will you take it? We're going to be sharing all the steps with you. Would you take the right step to accomplish your biggest desire? Were you going to say something, Paul?
I think, let me just take this part.
Okay.
Continue.
Go ahead.
Like I said, Jonas talked about all these steps. We're now to step number 5, which is to staying disciplined and accountable. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going. Some people don't like the word discipline because it conjures up a sense of restriction, right? You've been boxed in. But think about it this way, folks. Discipline is a bridge between your goals and its achievement. It's the bridge between your goals and its achievement. That's what discipline is. Discipline isn't perfection. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It's the small steps done consistently over time that lead to extraordinary results and success. As we've always heard, Rome was not built in a day. Discipline, folks, is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. What's one small action you'll commit to doing consistently this week? What is it? While discipline is the internal force, accountability is your external support system, folks. Studies show that accountability plays an important part in your success. In fact, it increases it to up to 95%.
Wow.
Believing you'll succeed on your sheer effort is only half truth, folks. It's only half truth. The odds skyrocket when you're part of a community that shares and supports your vision and drive. Without this kind of support, it's easy to fall back and let discipline kind of fade and lose sight of your perceived goals. When you work with a coach or a mentor, you have an accountability partner. Okay? That accountability partner provides guidance, resources, and support you need to turn your goals into reality. That's the power of an accountability partner. And I'll let Joan take it from here.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. And let me take this opportunity to share with you a testimonial that we got from one of our previous clients. I'd like to read this. It's from Josepha. She is a home care business owner. She said, Joan has been a great mentor and a coach to me for the last 3 years and has helped my business win and maintain a contract worth $25,000 a month. And this is what she said a few years back. Ever since Paul and I have worked with her some more, and she has even greater success that she's going to be sharing with our community in just a few. So accountability is key.
Yes.
It's key. When you feel like throwing in the towel, you had enough, guess what? Your accountability partner is going to be there. It could be an individual. It could be a coach like Paul and I, or a mentor like Paul and I. It could be a family friend that you trust. Someone who will keep you going. They will keep encouraging you, to make sure that you don't quit on yourself. Because guess what? You change your identity. You're not a quitter. You are a go-getter, right? Yeah. Okay. So those are 5 steps that we have shared with you. Okay. But I just want to summarize them. They are right there on the screen. You can take a look at them. These steps are just the start. I know you're going to say, what? Yes, they're just the start. Being aware of these 5 steps is just the starting point. Awareness alone is not enough. Awareness alone is not enough. Alone, they are not enough to catapult you to where you want to be, to help you achieve the goals that you've set for yourself this year. The reality of getting what you want in life is using a success method. True transformation comes from applying a proven success method. So let me introduce you to our proven success method, the Elite Success Matrix. We've talked about the steps to help you get what you want. And now it's time to take a look at the next level. Let's take it to the next level. To truly transform your life, not just to achieve those goals, which you need this system anyway, but to truly transform your life, you need a comprehensive, proven system. And that's what the Elite Success Matrix is. It's our unique comprehensive success method designed to help you unlock your true potential, bring out that greatness in you and help you get what you want in 2025. This is where you learn to be more, do more, and achieve more. You can do all of that with our proven success method. By combining the steps we just mentioned with this elite success matrix proven system, your success, I hate to say this, but I'm always tempted to say it's guaranteed, but I'm always cautious not to say that because it's almost guaranteed. How about that? Because you are key to making this happen, right? So there you go, our elite success matrix.
Wonderful.
I want to take a moment to talk about how we came about this elite success matrix. Folks, take a look at the picture on the screen there. That's beautiful Paul and Joan, 30 years ago. Paul and Joan were high school sweethearts who were separated over 30 years ago, in fact. And while I went to the UK, Paul came to the US. We both went to further our studies, We just left high school. Ooh, that was some time. For almost 10 years, we were apart. But when we finally reunited in the United States, we had big dreams. We had big dreams.
And we still do.
We still do. Bigger dreams, in fact. For me, coming to the US, I was done with my MBA. I almost started a PhD program, but my sweetheart invited me over to the US and I said, okay, family first. So I came here, but I came with a dream to, join the corporate workforce, corporate America. That was my dream, to have a big, position in corporate America as a bank manager. But things did not happen the way I expected because of the type of offers that I was being given. I turned them down. So I went into nursing, went into real estate, went into IT. Paul and I went into IT. Long story short, we decided to start our own business because of the drive, the big dreams that we had for ourselves. So we started from business school. Paul went to business school as well. It was drilled into our minds that strategy was fundamental. In fact, that strategy was it. You had to have a good strategy to succeed. So of course, we started with that mindset. Business was doing well. Trust me, business was doing very well. But we got to a point where things started plateauing. Revenue started plateauing and we were like, oops, what's going on here? That is when we decided to shift our mindset. With that mindset shift, wow. I wish I had the time to explain to you how things shifted for us for the business. But long story short, business took off. The trajectory was just unbelievable. It was almost magical, even though we don't like to say magic, right? It was almost magical. So we got to the point where like, wow, if this is so powerful, why don't we create a system? Starting with the smarter way. We had created that as well, that can help others achieve their goals. We saw it work for us. We can make it work for others also. We can help others make it work for themselves, in fact. So that is the genesis of the Elite Success Matrix, okay? I'm going to turn over to Paul to continue for us here. Paul.
Good. Thank you, John. Wow, wow, wow. Wasn't that something, folks? Do you like it so far? Are you enjoying it? Getting some good ideas to be able to do what you want to do and achieve your biggest goals in 2025? Good deal, good deal. Well, imagine this. Let's just check it out for a moment. Would you join me? Just close your eyes for a moment. Picture yourself. It's the end of 2025. You follow through on everything we've talked about today. You finally have what you want. You finally achieve that big dream, that big goal. Imagine waking up excited about your day because you're living the life you've always dreamed of. You've nailed that promotion you've been eyeing for years. You finally launch your business, doing great. You've been on that cruise, family vacation. You've got that top job in your company. You're enjoying life. You enjoying life free from all the worries and issues and whatnot. Picture the pride of your success, knowing that you don't have to dream about you've made it all happen.
Mhm.
What does it look like, folks? What does it look like? What does it look like? So what do you want to create? What do you want to create today? What do you want to become in 2025? That's what we've talked about today. What we've talked about, it can happen for you. It can happen for you, folks. Success can happen for you. If you can follow the steps we've talked about here, it can happen for you. And John talked about it. You're gonna need some guidance. We're there for that. That's why we created Premier Destiny, to be able to help guide folks like you. We've discovered how this thing works, right? How you can create your own success, how you can make your dreams come true in 2025. We've packaged it to share with others that have a similar challenge that we had and want a way out. This is your way out. This is your way out. So take advantage of it. Like I said earlier, you have the power in you to achieve whatever you want to achieve in 2025. It's in your hands, folks. It is in your hands. Let me pass over to Joan, and then I'll come back in a little bit.
Oh, wow. I'm gonna share a story. I know you're seeing all the money on the screen there. Think about it when you don't have any financial worries. All the debts are gone. You don't have any stress. You're not scared of the mailman coming to your door because they bring in a bill. I remember when we had to put 2 checks together to pay our rent. We could only afford a certain type of orange juice, the frozen one.
That's right.
But think about it. With following this process, this system, this success method that we're sharing with you today, you put all of that behind you. You put all of that behind you. Imagine your big dreams being realized. Maybe it's your dream home. Maybe it's your dream car. Think about it. You're living life. You're not just existing. Or maybe it's time with your family. You're able to spend time with your family. I remember our children, when they were growing up, they always felt like they had to take permission. They had to schedule. Maybe they didn't have Calendly then. They would have been using Calendly. They had to have time, scheduled time to talk to mom and dad. And even now that they're grown, and when we have more time, the lifestyle has changed, they still will say, "Mommy, do you have time to talk to me? Mommy, when should I come back?" or something like that. But now you're able to have that time and money freedom. You have time for your family. Think about that. You can go to those vacations you've dreamt of with your family. Your lifestyle has significantly changed. So this is what our proven system can do for you. Okay, you're now living life on your terms. Money issues are behind you. You have time with your family, living the lifestyle that you want. Think about that. Think about that.
Well, folks, Jonah said so many things here and shared with us. Now you have a choice. Now you have a choice, folks. It's in your hands now. Getting what you want isn't about your circumstances. It's about your choices. It's about the decisions that you make starting right now. Today's the day you chose, or you choose a different direction for your future. It's your choices and your decision, folks, that make the difference. Now you have a choice. You can leave this presentation and return to the daily grind where, those nagging thoughts keep you up at night asking, is this really all I'm meant for? The weight of fulfilled dreams sitting like a cloud over your head, the fear that holds you back from stepping into your new and true potential. You can go back to that. Or you can step into a new reality where you break free from the routine that's kept you stuck where you are for so long and harness the new plan that we've put out here for you. You can do that. You can do that. Where the unfulfilled dreams of the past become really, truly things of the past.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Are you ready to stay stuck, or are you ready to embrace the transformation that's waiting for you?
Mm.
It's your choice, folks. It is your choice. If you really want to get what you want, the system we've shared with you today, the Elite Success Matrix, will be the key to unlocking that transformation. It's designed to guide you, support you, and help you create the life you've always dreamed of. Your dreams aren't going to wait forever, folks. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
The opportunity to change your life right here, right now. This is it. The only question is, will you take it?
Mm.
Now's the time to take control, folks. Now's the time. The decision is yours. And we're here to help you and support you every step of the way. Now, let's talk about how we can help you. Part of our mission is to help you create the life that you want. How do we do that? We help you define what success means to you and guide you to achieve it. Presently, our team has the ability to take on a few new clients. We've set aside time to speak with you personally about your biggest challenges in achieving your dreams for your life or business. If we can help you step by step through all these shifts to achieve your goal or goals, would that make a difference, do you think? Think of what that would look like. How would you feel when you're finally able to be who you want to be, do what you want to do, and have what you want to have? And I can even add, give what you want to give. Because success, I mean, we believe you're blessed to be a blessing, right? So if you have, you want to give. How about giving to who you want to give to? So what's our process, you may ask? Our process is simple. First, we'll get a free discovery call to determine if there's a fit. We're very results oriented, like we talked about earlier. We want to make sure that we can help you do what you need to do to realize your dreams. Where do you want to go? What's important to you? We'll talk about your goals and dreams. What makes you unique? That's our process. We want to establish a clear picture of your current reality while understanding your preferred vision for the future. The next, we have a strategy session to discuss our recommended strategy tailored to your needs, and we create also a personalized plan to guide you to your destination. We discuss the strategy that we recommend for you, and we're offering this personalized strategy presently absolutely free. Once everything checks out, folks, we'll set up an onboarding schedule with you. We'll start working with you based on the strategy we've agreed on. You start receiving ongoing support and resources as you move forward in the process, including live monthly Q&A calls, your Q&A question and answer calls, and accountability sessions to make sure you're moving in the right direction towards your goal or goals. We're also going to join. We're going to have some check-in sessions just to make sure you're staying on track, to ensure you're consistently moving forward towards your goals. That's our process. That's our process, folks. This is for people who they've never been able to get what they want in life. That's what this is for. This is for people who are looking for proven system for success. This is for people who are serious about changing their personal or professional lives. I'll ask you again, do you wake up every day feeling like you're meant for more, yet find yourself stuck in the same routine? Do you secretly know your potential is being wasted, but you fear you don't have the right plan to change it? Can you go an entire day without feeling the shadow of unfulfilled dreams looming over you? This is for you. This is for you if you're one of the people who hate not reaching their goals or dreams. They hate losing. People who fear missing out on their dreams and goals. People who want a bigger bite out of life. People who have unfulfilled dreams and goals. People who know that they deserve more out of life. Having explored these shifts, you need to make it crucial to recognize that such transformation isn't for everyone. I mean, we need to really tell you that. This isn't for everyone, folks. However, it's available for anyone that includes you watching us right now. It's not for everyone, It's available to anyone who wants to take advantage of it. As we transition now, we're trying to focus those who are ready to step up, those who want to, who just don't just want to listen, but want to act. Are you one of them? Let's find out. Let me pass it over to Joan to take us home.
Oh, okay. So why are we doing this, you may ask? It's very simple. We are committed to empowering 1 million people to achieve their personal and professional goals within the next 10 years. Is that a big goal? Well, we have it down pat. Remember the smarter way we talked about? We want to help people transform their lives. Folks, that's what we're all about. Our goal is to share this valuable life-changing transformation with others. It is fueled by our deep belief that everyone can be successful, that the universe is abundant. So everyone, it's not about competition. There is so much more for everybody to take advantage of. We've seen it work for us firsthand. So we believe that if it's worked for us, it can work for you watching or who is going to be watching down the road. Okay, so that is why we're encouraging you to apply now. Apply today, now. Don't procrastinate. I hope that's not your identity. Remember, you're not a procrastinator. Don't procrastinate. Our team is ready, like Paul said. We have some slots available to take on new clients. So go ahead and scan the code that you see on the screen there.
A few new clients.
Yes. Go ahead and scan the code that you see on the screen right there. You can take a picture of it as well if you cannot scan, but I believe most devices are able to scan. Scan that code, it will take you to our Calendly link, okay? There you'll be able to schedule a time for us to meet with you personally. Like Paul outlined before, we're going to discuss what challenges, what's been holding you back, come up with a strategy and see how we can help you. If you want different results, you've got to make different decisions. So today, are you deciding to stay with the same results of not getting what you want? Or maybe you're working two jobs, working every day, leaving no time for your family, all of that. Until you make a decision, nothing happens. Nothing, absolutely nothing. So the potential is within you. And today we are giving it to you. We're giving you the opportunity, the perfect opportunity to work with us, to bring out that greatness that's within you. But you have to decide. So act now, apply now. Paul and I love the quote you're seeing on the screen there by Ralph Waldo Emerson. In fact, it's one of my favorites. It's up to you. You decide. You design your own destiny. The person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. So decision is key. Decision is fundamental.
Thank you, Joan. And Jonah said it all, folks. Jonah said it all. It's up to you. It's in your hands. It's in your hands, folks. You know, folks, you may have big dreams and goals you want to achieve, yet you have not started. If you've not started making a headway at all, not much progress has been made. Why? Why is that? For the most part, it's fear. It's fear for the most part. What is fear, actually? Some people say it's false evidence appearing real. Right? Folks, fear comes to all of us. All of us have felt fear at some point. All of us. Okay? All of us have felt it. But the key in life is overcoming that fear. If what we shared with you today has resonated with you, you feel like it's something you might want to engage in, you want to change your life, you certainly want to have some goals you want to achieve this year, I'll encourage you to take action. As John talked about. Take action. The link we'll put on the screen. Click on it. Schedule a time for us to meet. And let's discuss and see how we can help you.
Actually, Paul, let me just share a story of one of our employees. She came on for one position, but shortly after, a higher position became available. So I suggested to her to take that position. But guess what? She was afraid. She was like, Joan, oh no, I can't. I'm not capable. I'm not able. No, that's not for me. And I said, listen, you are very capable. What was going through her mind? What was going through her mind was fear. She was afraid that she was not going to be able to succeed. But of course, I coached her, coaxed her. No, I coached her, and she decided to take the position. Guess what? Within just a few weeks, in fact, less than 3 weeks, she had a significant bump in her salary because of the new position she accepted. So that is the power of fear. Can keep you grounded, stay where you are.
Yeah.
But she was able to release that fear after I spoke with her, and she accepted that position. So don't let fear stop you from doing what you need to do today.
Folks, thank you, Joan. That was a good one. Folks, it's time to decide. It is time to decide. Imagine your life a year from now. Will you be happy or full of regrets? You know, it's one or the other, folks, right? It's one or the other. Make a decision from where you want to be, not where you want to be. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about your current circumstances. I wouldn't worry about that. Make decisions. Don't worry about the money or lack thereof. Think about your new life. Those challenges are always challenges of money or whatever, are always going to be there, right? Unless you act and act now. Make a decision from your future self, the who you want to be. Joan and I, many years ago, we're not able to do many things. Many things. She told you about how we had to put 2 checks together to pay our rent, right? We only had to buy certain kinds of food, certain kinds of orange juice. In fact, one of that orange juice, I don't want to see it now. Okay, I really don't want to see it. It puts a bad taste in my mouth right now, right? But we had to decide. We kicked fear out of the room and decided. And when we made a decision, things showed up for us. Until you make a decision, folks, nothing happens. Nothing. The potential, folks, is within you. And today we're giving you the perfect opportunity to work with us to bring out that greatness that's in you. But you have to decide to act, and act now. So my encouragement is apply. Apply so we can help you. Apply so you can achieve that new home you're looking for. Apply so you can be able to, get that promotion you've been eyeing for so long. Apply so you can build that new business you've had a strong desire for. Apply so you can travel the world. Apply so you can help your family. Apply so you can do better for yourself. That's what we're offering you today. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation today. We look forward to working with you and helping you transform your life and achieve your dreams and goals this year, 2025 and beyond. Thank you.